Curious Passion. 10 Amazing Facts About Earth. 1. The Earth's core is as hot as the Sun's surface. Within uncertainty, the temperature at the center of the Earth is the same as the temperature at the surface of the Sun. 580 OK. Caltech geochemist Paul Asimov tells Popular Mechanics. At about almost 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, that's hot. 2. The Earth is radioactive. In total, Earth generates as much as 40 terawatts of heat, half of which comes from radioactive decay in its core, according to a 2011. Scientists measured particles called antineutrinos that streamed up from Earth's core and found that half of Earth's heat is generated through the radioactive decay of certain elements. 3. Plate tectonics keep the planet comfortable. The Earth is the only planet in the solar system with plate tectonics. Basically, the outer crust of the Earth is broken up into regions known as tectonic plates. These are floating on top of the magma interior of the Earth and can move against one another. When two plates collide, one plate will subduct go underneath another, and where they pull apart, they will allow fresh crust to form. This process is very important and for a number of reasons. Not only does it lead to tectonic resurfacing and geological activity, it is also intrinsic to carbon cycle. When microscopic plants in the ocean die, they fall to the bottom of the ocean. Over long periods of time, the remnants of this life, rich in carbon, are carried back into the interior of the Earth and recycled. Without the action of plate tectonics, there would be no way to recycle this carbon, and the Earth would become overheated, hellish place. 4. The Earth is almost a sphere. Many people tend to think that the Earth is a sphere. In fact, between the 6th century and the modern era, this remained the scientific consensus. But thanks to modern astronomy and space travel, scientists have since come to understand that the Earth is actually shaped like a flattened sphere, an oblate spheroid. 5. The Earth is mostly iron, oxygen, and silicon. If you could separate the Earth out into piles of material, you'd get 32.1% iron, 30.1% oxygen, 15.1% silicon, and 13.9% magnesium. Of course, most of this iron is actually located at the core of the Earth. If you could actually get down and sample the core, it would be 88% iron. And if you could sample the Earth's crust, you'd find 47% of it is oxygen. 6. 70% of the Earth's surface is covered in water. When astronauts first went into the space, they looked back at the Earth with human eyes for the first time. Based on their observations, the Earth acquired the nickname the Blue Planet. And it's no surprise, seeing as how 70% of our planet is covered with oceans. 7. The Earth is a heat engine. The Earth is a giant heat engine. Heat from the sun is absorbed where it is warm the low latitudes and the surface, and heat is radiated as infrared where it is cold the higher latitudes and the atmosphere. Andy Ingersoll, a planetary scientist at Caltech, tells Popular Mechanics, the work of the heat engine goes into the kinetic energy of winds and storms. 8. Days are getting longer. The tides are small differences between the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun and the centrifugal forces in the opposite directions. The tides on Earth are strongest when three bodies are in line, which happens near full moon and new moon. Then the Earth is being stretched out along that line, says Ingersoll. 9. There are more viruses than stars in the universe. Earth is teeming with viruses. There are an estimated 10 nonillion individual viruses on the planet. That's enough to assign one to every star in the universe 100 million times over, Catherine J. Moore writes in National Geographic. 10. The Earth's molten iron core creates a magnetic field. The Earth is like a great big magnet, with poles at the top and bottom near to the actual geographic poles. The magnetic field extends thousands of kilometers out from the surface of the Earth, forming a region called the magnetosphere. Scientists think that this magnetic field is generated by the molten outer core of the Earth, where heat creates convection motions of conducting materials to generate electric current. Be grateful for the magnetosphere. Without it, particles from the sun's solar wind would hit the Earth directly, exposing the surface of the planet to significant amounts of radiation. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, likes, share and comments down below for more videos.